we have someone who is known about diversity and inclusion. She understands how differences can bring out the best in people. She has over 9 years of experience when it comes to hiring and recruiting, and currently she is working for a company who is on a mission to grow tech companies and people. Let's hear from Natalia. Hi, Natalia. How are you doing today?
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for the invitation. I love to be here sharing my knowledge about recruiting and I love talk about recruitment. So probably I'm gonna talk a lot, but to give you a context, my name is Natalia. I'm from Brazil. I'm 28 years old. I have been working with recruiters since my first job, so I love
Oh, wow.
recruiting people. And yeah, I'm living in San Francisco right now. I'm recruiting people here, and this is very fun to share this experience to you. Is gonna be super
Well, we have our ears open, so you can take the floor.
fun.
Can you tell us about where you're currently working, Natalia, and what you do? I mean, yes, we know that you're working as a recruitment manager, but just like give us a little more about that.
Oh, yeah, of course. So right now I'm working in a company that we call Movely. It's a group of companies in Brazil. We are growing a lot. Like we are changing the way people eat, the way people think about customer experience. We are like changing a lot of things. So it's been a very nice journey. So I started my career working as a tech recruiter, and now I'm leading a team that's hiring people, but we are more focused in executive search. So we still hiring tech people, but more focusing C-level positions, head positions, manager positions, like positions that normally involve leading. And besides that, I lead our we call Afro Movely. So this is a group that we have a lot of black people together that we think how can we change the business, how can we change the way people think about diversity and inclusion. And I think the most important thing is like how can we make people feel comfortable in our environment. So I sometimes I joke because I have like two jobs right now. I recruit people, but I want to make sure that our diverse people, our black people that is part of Mobley, they feel comfortable being there.
That's a beautiful way to look at things, specifically because yes, a lot of companies do focus on diversity and inclusion, but then again, little effort is actually made to make sure that minorities, specifically black people, don't feel comfortable in that and they don't have a way to move up the social ladder. So thank you for taking an initiative that actually provides black people a chance to actually grow and take on such amazing opportunities with your specific company.
Yes, of course. I'm black, so for me it's very important. Like I know how was super challenge for me find the job, build my career. So for me have the chance to give back everything that I learned. It's amazing. Like every opportunity that I can do that for me is like okay, I'm gonna take it. Let's do it. So it's a very nice thing to do, and I really encourage everything that is diverse or it's not diverse but want to learn more about it to give opportunity to diverse people. Sometimes we just we just need that. So I don't know, I love it. I love it. It's very nice thing.
I love your positivity. I love your positive vibes. It's really infectious, and I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from regarding giving people opportunities because there's so much money in the world, and if we actually give everyone a chance, poverty wouldn't even exist. So, I mean, I can definitely see that. So, thank you for like being a part of such a change, which eventually would hopefully change the way people think and see things.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like as a hiring manager, as somebody who hire people, we are scared to hire diverse people because sometimes we don't know like how these people is gonna feel, or we are scared to leave our comfort zone. So for me have the chance to talk with hiring managers, to influence them to hire diverse people, to develop them, it's amazing. And one thing that I think it's the most important part is the people that you hire, they need to feel comfortable inside of the company. So if you hire somebody who is diverse and they don't feel comfortable inside, like probably you are not doing your job the way you should. So, and I see a lot of people worried about hiring and want to increase the numbers of black people, or in the company. And it's not just that. We need to make sure, like in Brazil, for example, we have just 7% of the population which speak English. And I know that's very small percentual, but like at Movely, we make sure that we are gonna create an environment for these people to learn English, to open the opportunities not just inside of Movely, but for other companies when they wanna grow in the future, or maybe they wanna, travel abroad or something like that. So we just want to give people opportunity to grow. So to know
Of
that I'm
course.
part of this, and to know that there are a lot of people who are interested in learning more about it, for me is amazing. Like it's super nice.
That's wonderful. So you do speak as in like about Brazil being a part of this specific company. So are you guys open to global hiring, or is it just specific to Brazil, or are you open to other countries as well? So for example, other developing countries.
Yeah, I have to be honest. Like until last year, like January of last year, we were like, we are not sure if we are ready yet. But right now, like we have, I think COVID came and taught us a lot of things. So we were scared about hiring people abroad, and we have different time zones and all that. And we understood that we can work together, and like it's fine, it's just, or we just need to organize a little bit. But now we are open to work people everywhere. Like we always say that if somebody has a good talent, we are open to hire. So like I'm hiring here in US, and we have like I'm hiring Colombia, I'm hiring Brazil, and probably we're gonna start to hiring Argentina very soon. So we have a lot of opportunities in Marvelly. So I think if somebody wants a job, please find me on LinkedIn. Send me a message and
Well, I will I will definitely keep that in mind, especially if people reach out to me for specific jobs, because I do know some people specifically in the tech industry who are looking for jobs, whether it's cloud, whether it's full stack. So definitely we'll give them your
please,
ID.
we need to hire more tech people. I think everybody knows how hard it is to hire tech people. So if you have something to share with me, please do that.
Of course, I will definitely do that. So, Natalia, your last question. Because you've had so much experience regarding tech and everything, what is something that's very important when people are applying to jobs that could make them stand out and increase their chances of getting their dream job, according to you?
Yeah, one thing that really caught my attention when somebody is applying to a job or I'm interviewing somebody is how well they know the company. Because sometimes you interview a candidate that you notice that he or she didn't search anything about the company, and you need to know about the culture, you need to know people who work there, you need to understand like what the company does, like this is very important to us. So I think this is one thing that would be very helpful. The second thing is like be on LinkedIn. I don't know. I use LinkedIn all the time. So uh, when people say to me, "I don't have a LinkedIn," I'm like, "Oh my god, how do you have a job?" And I'm talking a lot. Sometimes I'll talk with people who are looking for transitioning, like looking for to another job, and they start writing some articles or something on LinkedIn, and that helps them a lot. So be on LinkedIn, talk with people, add people that work in the company that you are looking for. That's going to be very helpful for you. And one thing that I always encourage people to do is like make a list. Make a list of the 10 top companies that you want to work for, because you can prioritize which company you are gonna study first. You can understand more about the culture. You can schedule conversations with people from that company to understand how is the company, what the company does. Like, there is a lot of ways to do so. I think my two main tips would be there, like, be on LinkedIn and search about the company, search a lot, and be prepared, like prepare yourself to the interview. Watch videos on YouTube. I know there is a lot of videos on YouTube how to prepare for an interview. So I think it's very helpful, you know.
Of course. Well, Natalia, thank you so much. Your energy and your approach towards diversity and inclusion is definitely that's something that's very admirable, specifically because a lot of people do say that yes, they're all about diversity and inclusion, but very little people actually do something about it, which you're actually doing. It was a pleasure having you as a guest. Thank you so much, Natalia.
Thank you so much for the invite. I love it. And I'm super open on LinkedIn. So just add me there and we'll probably have a nice conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. This is your host, Manal Bukhari, signing off on 10 Minutes of Hiding Wisdom.